It's all about the way. But he got fouled, bro. So
Nah, for sure. But Curry went off last night. He had what 43.
43 should have had 50.
He had 43.
Should have 50.
But will this? So you know how they always say he shells up in the finals.
Yeah.
Does this like solidify his greatness?
I mean, if they win, he's gonna get Finals MVP for sure. But if they win, I would say yes, because it's the only thing that he doesn't necessarily have to his fame. Like he's
top 5
all time.
Top 5 all time.
That's a heavy load, bro. You got you got Mike.
That's not.
You got Mike, you got Kareem, you got Bill, you got Magic, you got Bird. Now I am an advocate.
I'm talking about I've never seen anyone change the game.
I agree. But I will say this. I'm an advocate of moving some of these old guys out the way. Like nigga move. Like I get out the way. We just had this conversation yesterday talking about old basketball. Somebody was like, man, if I got Magic Johnson, they was talking about picking your top 5.
Yeah.
Like, we're not picking your top 5, but building a team.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's no way that I'm gonna pick Steph Curry over Magic Johnson. And we was like, but dog, if you building the best 5 lineup of all basketball players and you have LeBron James, you don't need a Magic Johnson, because LeBron does everything Magic did and better.
I hate that.
And this is the thing. It's like Steph. It's like for whatever you can say about Magic. You can say Magic is an A+ passer.
Yeah.
You can say Steph is a C+ B- passer.
Yeah.
Magic is a D- to an F shooter.
Yeah.
Steph is an A++ shooter.
No. So I would agree with you. I'm not going to talk about old basketball because I sometimes get disrespectful with old basketball.
No, they old, bro. Bro, imagine if you drop Shaq in the 50s. Imagine if you drop Giannis in the 60s, bro. Bro, they would call it, bro. Imagine you put Steph Curry out, bro. They would think guys like Steph and Kyrie were witches.
No.
They would hang them. They would hang them they was at Salem witch trial, bro. Like, what is this wizardry you doing with the ball? We only dribble with one hand, sir.
Look, I get it. So I get that the old guys, because I heard when I was watching one of the little pre-game shows, an old guy was on there talking about Draymond Green and how they paved the way for these guys to get
Cornbread Maxwell.
Yeah, to get to get the big contracts. But I look at it as like, bro, y'all. I know y'all want to say that you guys could compete in this day and age, but absolutely not. Absolutely. I'm never taking Magic over Curry. I'm never doing that.
Now, when you're talking, it's some people that will say, even of that era, Magic wasn't even better than Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
If you talk to some old heads, I know some old heads that think Isaiah low key. They think he better than Mike.
Yeah.
Depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think that's anybody. You know what I'm saying?
But Isaiah, he's arguably the greatest small guard. Like,
for sure. Because he had that Kyrie handle and all that back then.
That's what I'm saying.
He had it on the string.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like, out of all the small guards to ever play the game, small guards is mean like 6 foot and under. So you got Chris Paul. Chris Paul's looked at one of the best point guards ever. He's never won. You can go down a line of small guards who are leaders of a team who've never really won. Like, it's hard to impact the game when you're 6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why so many people give Iverson so much credit for what he did. Like, that one win against the Lakers in the finals, it was one win, but it's like, dog, that was one of the greatest single game final performances ever, because he's not supposed to get one.
Yeah.
They didn't lose I don't think they lost a game at all those playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was their first loss of the entire playoffs.
Who?
The Lakers that year. Was it 2000 to the 2000 or 01 Lakers when they played Philly?
Yeah.
With Iverson. Like, the Philly wasn't supposed to get a game.
Nah. But me, I'm a big Allen Iverson fan. I put him in my top 3. I'm like, that's just
of
me.
all time.
Yes. Just because, like, I'm a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that for me, it's like cultural, like a culture type thing. Yeah. Shifting the culture. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson is one of those players that shifted the culture, made it cool to be who you were. You know, and I don't know. I just feel like that's, to me, is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean he's. So, let me think. Back in that time, early 2000s.
Yeah.
All the guards. So you had AI. You had Kobe. You had Mac. You had Vince.
Yeah.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those were like some of the elite, if not the elite of the elite guards during the early 2000s for sure.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Wade comes in 03 or whatever. But out of all those guys, man, it's would you say, not even looking at their career accolades, what they achieved, talking talent-wise.
Yeah.
Talent-wise, are you taking Iverson over Kobe? And I've heard people say if AI was 6'6", he would have been the best player. I've heard people say that if AI was 6'6",
you see this blanket behind me?
No, but that's why I'm asking you, because I'm trying to, but I'm just trying to.
Here goes my top three. It goes Jordan, Kobe, Allen Iverson.
Okay.
So,
So you're not taking AI over Kobe?
No.
Now we're talking talent. We're not talking what they achieve. You taking Mac over AI? Talent.
Mac.
T-Mac.
I love T-Mac.
But we're talking talent.
I'm going to take Allen Iverson over T-Mac.
That's crazy. This guy's crazy. What?
Why?
Tell me why. And we're not talking what
how the outcome
achieved.
came, like how the outcome.
We're talking strictly, I'm at the park, and I can see everybody's attributes, height, size, what they can do, what they can't do.
Because you can't even. Make
I'm talking talent.
Like, you can't even compare
talent.
the two.
I'm talking. What you mean? They play shooting guard.
I mean, but my boy, AI is what, 6'1"?
That's not his fault that he was a small shooting guard.
And T-Mac was like 6'8", 6'9".
He was 6'8".
Like, I love T-Mac. I love T-Mac. I just don't think, me personally, I don't think that you can put them two against each other because of the height difference. No. I don't think T-Mac will be able to guard. You know what I'm saying?
You know AI ain't guarding T-Mac. You know that.
I know that. I know that. So it's gonna be like bucket for bucket. I think.
Okay, but I'm not asking, like, I'm not saying you're pitting them together like they play one-on-one. Okay. I'm talking about strictly off talent. Like, prime example, people can say Pippen top 50, Pippen this, Pippen that. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Pippen not better than Kawhi.
Nah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, Pippen's definitely more decorated. Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer, top 50 player, whatever.
But you had Jordan on the side of that.
That's
too.
cool.
So, you know.
But Pippen's not better than Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Everything Pippen can do, Kawhi can do and do it better, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, same thing with what I'm kind of looking at with Iverson and Mac. Like, Iverson was a dog. That's, you feel me? He's a hood legend. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Guys like him, Mike Vick, Lamar, they hood legends, bro. Like, the hood love them. Whatever they do, whatever they don't do, we love them.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It's unconditional love by default for them. Iverson gets that. He had impact.
Yeah.
It's an icon. You feel me? You can argue. I know, brother. Big being your man. You feel me? But you could argue Iverson. I ain't gonna say argue. You could say without a shadow of a doubt, Iverson had a bigger impact than Kobe did.
You're tripping, bro.
No, bro, dog. I don't think you remember.
He's bugging,
bro. Iverson had little white kids in the stands with fake tattoos.
You saying?
I'm talking about impact.
No, for sure.
Impact.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, Allen Iverson for me had had the culture.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the impact of the culture. He had white boys in little white kids with cornrows, fake tattoos,
sleeves, all type. They wanted to be. Everybody wanted.
Nah,
it was
for
like
sure. The answer.
They went from being I want to be like Mike to I want to be like Iverson.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure.
so that's what I'm saying. But I'm asking you from just a talent aspect. Talent eye test. You can't tell me that Iverson was better than Mac.
I mean, I'm not going to say he's better than
Arguably.
Mac. I'm not going to say he's better than Mac.
Arguably, if we just talking strictly talent, Mac, talent-wise, top 5. Might be top 3 shooting guard, talent-wise. You can go Kobe, Mike, and then Mac right there.
I mean, I'm a big T-Mac fan, so I'm not debating that or like, nah, that's far off. Yeah, T-Mac, the nigga scored what? In 13 seconds? Like, well, no, it wasn't 13.
It was 13 and 36 seconds.
Yeah, 13 and 36
I know that
seconds.
Because I watch it every 3 months. Because I'm a Mac fan. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Mac, my
I get
guy.
it. He didn't have a long career, though.
Injuries got him.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens to the best of them.
No, for sure.
Injuries happen, you feel me?
Sure.
But he definitely, he's a Hall of Famer, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Respect
I get it.
man.
I respect T-Mac. I respect T-Mac. Though, like, Kobe, T-Mac, and AI had all their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Like, when I was growing up, those were the guys.
Yeah.
Those were the guys.
I ain't gonna lie, not them Vince Carter, them Springs.
Springs, yes. The Nike Springs. Yeah, Vince Carter's too. You know
I definitely thought I was gonna be able to jump with them. Until I found out that the spring didn't move. I said, I can't jump with these shits. I thought I was gonna be able to dunk, man.
Nah. But those were the top guys. But I'm gonna say, for me, it goes Mike. Like I said, Kobe, then AI. And Curry, man, he's in my top 5 just because how he shifts the game.
All time? You ain't got no big man in your top 5.
Listen, I'm really not.
So is this going off your favorite, or is this going off who you think, like, top 5, like, all time? Like,
I'm just talking about pure dogs.
Yeah, how you not get Shaq up there?
Oh, Shaq is in my top. Like, Shaq could be in my top 5.
So who's your top 5?
I like dogs, man. So I'm gonna go Jordan. I'm gonna go AI.
Okay.
We're gonna go Kobe, Shaq, then
you gotta go Steph because you already said
Steph.
So you ain't got Bron in your top 5.
I mean, look. Shout out.
I'm here for it.
Shout out to Bron.
I'm here for it.
Shout out to Bron.
Bron not top 5.
Shout out to Bron because
Bron not top 5.
Hear me out. Shout out to Bron because I want LeBron and Wild Things.
That's
Shout
cool.
out to him.
But you could be but that don't mean you got to lie to get him in.
No, I'm not. Was he in my top 5?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. 5. So stand on that.
Nah, I stand on.
Double down.
And
say it again.
Here's why he's not in my top 5. The reason LeBron is not in my top 5 is because if LeBron had the dog in him, he would have 10 championships.
10 of them
right?
things. He wouldn't have folded against Dallas in 2011.
Look, no. Like what I see. Look, the reason I love Curry last night because everybody was doubting him. Everybody told him this and that. Shit. Finals, like he freezes in the finals.
Yeah, he a front runner.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Last night.
He got
my
crazy.
Man put him on his back. No. And my man is getting brolic. Like you see the shoulders and everything.
He been lifting.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We sound like we are on dick riding him right now. But
not even. No, because look.
We're not doing that.
No, because look, I'm gonna keep where it's at because I hate when this happens because now I have to be objective for something I'm not really a fan of.
Right.
Brian got dog in him, bro. I'm not even a Brian fan. Look, and
listen,
people who know me, bro, they know I am anti-Brian. Like I'm ABC. Anybody but, you know what I'm saying, but Brian. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and say he don't have. Now I can't say he has moments, and he has had moments, which a lot of people have, but he has had moments where he didn't have that, how do you say, dog in him.
Okay.
But I say that was early on in his career. I say ever since 2011, 2011, since he lost to Dallas, he's been a different. I say his mentality changed.
Yeah.
Especially after he won that first ring.
What I mean by dog is though, like in moments of closing out a game or closing out a series, you get to the finals, however many times in a row.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have at least 8 championships right now.
He's been 10 times, and to his defense, nobody was beating that Warriors KD. I'm not making no excuse for bro.
I got you right there. I got you.
All right, cool.
I got you. Cool.
Other than that, and then you could say the 07 Spurs, the first time he went, and they overachieved. They weren't supposed to be there. Cool. They ran into the Spurs. They got swept. All right, it happens. So outside of those three, where those were guaranteed, probably just guaranteed losses no matter what.
Yeah.
The Dallas loss, inexcusable. The loss to the Spurs, inexcusable. And he could have beat the Warriors in 15.
Yeah.
He could have won that. Even though he was by himself because Kyrie got hurt in game 1.
Yeah.
Kevin Love came into the series. He was already hurt. He wasn't playing. I get that. But Bron is good enough at that time. They were still the baby Warriors.
Yeah.
They overachieved. They weren't supposed to necessarily be there.
That's what I mean by like, all right, I'm going to go out and get 50.
But he was doing that.
To 60. Like I'm going to do.
But he was, to his defense, I will say he was leading he led both teams in every category.
So he was getting 50 a game.
He was averaging like 30 something.
What I'm
10
saying,
and 10.
what I'm saying is, like those moments where it's time to, like, in the fourth, we down 8 points.
Yeah,
bruh, I'm going to go get 10 points. I'm not passing that out. I'm on the block. Feed me in the block.
You put me in a compromising position because I've never wanted to be the nigga to defend this dude.
Look.
But now I have to defend him because I can't. Listen.
Hear me out.
I'm not a fan of this nigga.
Okay.
You making me defend him, bro.
No,
I can't let you say that because I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, ever since he won the first ring, you could see
I get what
he's became a better closer, bro. I've seen him do that, bro. Look. We're gonna leave right here.
I'm not going.
What I want you to do tonight, I want you to get on YouTube, and this is, to me, this is the best version of LeBron. People say that the 2012 to 2014 era of LeBron was the best because he was at his physical peak, his prime. He was like with 28, 29, whatever. That 2018 LeBron, on the Cavs after they traded Kyrie to Boston, when it was just him and a bunch of others.
Yeah,
it was Jay Crowder's and a bunch of others, a legit bunch of others. I'll give him that. Fam, he was doing so much bullshit on offense. I'm talking about shit that 7 years prior that he would have never even thought about doing. I'm talking, he's doing turnaround fades for the game. He's catching, running, throwing up one-hand floaters for the game. He was doing so much shit. That might be one of the, that is to me, that's the best Bron I've ever seen, the version of Bron I've ever seen.
I'll give it to
offensively.
I'll give it to you.
Maybe not defense because he had to take a step, he had to use so much, he had to do so much on offense.
I give it to you.
But that's all I'll say. I don't want to defend this dude no more than I have to, bro.
Okay, I'll give it to you. We can leave it at that. I'll give it to you.
It's
Draymond.
disgusting.